Okay, everyone, hello and welcome. This is Reverend Dr. Gilberto Rosado once again for our Bitcoin and cryptocurrency wealth program. This program originally was only for precious metal, but we also saw about a 3-year window back half a year ago, in which we felt very good about the possibility of people really making a windfall in cryptocurrencies and creating wealth for themselves and their families. And this is the time comparable to the gold rush of yesteryear and the oil rush as well. Those were two times that most of us missed. But this is for us now. So I really do urge everyone who is in the cryptocurrency to stop and think about the things that I talk about and the potential with our program to swap out your at-risk monies, the monies that you sweated after, that you won. Some of you won in court cases, the money you're putting into crypto. Others have mortgaged or taken from their homes, or what have you done. And you're putting it at risk on this table of cryptocurrency. So we urge you to take a look at our program to see that you don't have to risk it any longer. You can take that money out, replacing it with the income that's produced in our program. And it's a significant income. This program can replace what you have invested and add to it. Just I would always highlight just one of over 100 income streams that our mine owners enjoy. The mine ownership is the highest membership level. We have 3: basic, premium, and mine owner. The mine, when I call a mine, it's not a hardware mining at all. It's actual business assets at that level. And it's all explained in your ownership packet, and we have a 5-month training program and everything. We help you out. We have everyone helping each other out, and just basically to make sure that you are successful. And our mine owners, just one of their income streams is able to produce up to $7,500 a week. That's every week. And as you know, the price of Bitcoin is right now lower than that. So you're talking about at least a Bitcoin every week in just one of our income programs for mine owners. The premium members have other exclusive programs, and so where can you get 1 Bitcoin per week? Any machine producing that? There's none. There's even one machine that I just saw that had come out, I think early in the month, purported to be the number one, the strongest machine, the most powerful machine for Bitcoin mining, and it doesn't even get even close to that. The next one that's due out by, I think it's the makers of Bitmain, is expected to reach the 1 Bitcoin per month level, depending on the price of Bitcoin. But again, our members, our mine owners, are making a Bitcoin per week, especially now if the price is below $7,500. It's outrageous. So our members in general are having a great time. Our basic members take the 5-month training program, and at the end of the 5-month training program, the training program is designed to help them raise through $50,000. So they're making over 7 Bitcoins as they graduate in our program. Again, and how much money did they have to risk of their own into cryptocurrency to achieve that? None. Nothing. See? The only thing they're spending is to be part of the membership, which is just a very small thing. And you can see we even give a 60% discount right here to get 1 month at a time. And what we do is that you get in for 1 month at the basic membership level. And what I'm doing while this promotion lasts, I'm throwing your name into a wheel, and I'm giving away to one lucky person every time we have a group together. One lucky person's getting a year's worth of basic membership, or the premium membership that has our software and exclusive offers, income streams, and then you can also probably win the mine and own the mine. You can sell it before the year is up. You make it make money for you, and you can sell that thing. It's an asset. So this is a very powerful program. It's a unique program, and we encourage you to look for more information at classoflearning.com mine, but definitely do something. Do that, or go here and do that. But definitely do not go by this day. Let this day pass, and you're not doing anything. Again, the 3-year window is now 2.5 years. And I'm not a prophet, so I can't tell you for sure if it's going to last that window for the whole period of time. I just know one thing is for sure, that you're wasting time right now. If you have money at risk in crypto, you are risking it and wasting your time. And if you are not in anything, you're not involved in anything, and you're not in our program, you are wasting your time big time. Okay? We have traders who are pros. They are in this program. They're swapping out their monies. They're going to sleep at night. They're resting. Okay? They're not worried. And we have helped many people start this program, and it's the best thing that they have, it's the best thing that they have done for themselves and for their family. So I encourage you to do the same. Don't be sitting around on the sidelines waiting for something to happen. You got to make it happen, and classoflearning.com/mine is where you do that. And if you want to get real quick and do this, you can do this once a day. You can do this once a day, and we recommend at least 5 months, 5 days, so that you can have the 5 months of training in your pocket. No matter if you win or if you don't win, you still have the 5 months of membership, and you'll be getting the training, and at the end of the 5 months, you should have enough funds to do whatever you want to do with the program. The only caveat is that the mines are limited per area. So if you are interested really in a mine after your 5th try, I would just go ahead and get into the mine membership. I won't wait, because you may lose the opportunity to get the mine of your choice if you do. That's the only caveat. Other than that, we're having a great time. Bitcoin, as we can see, we're going to the case study. So join me on screen. Let's look at what's happening. And we see that the Bitcoin is still down in the 6,000s, and you're lucky that hasn't gone down into the 5 for you guys who are vested. For us, it's just a wonderful thing to see. The graduates of our program are gaining more Bitcoins. And again, the mine owners are just making clearly a Bitcoin plus some change every week on just one of the income streams that they develop. And that's quite a wonderful thing. Okay, so let's give you guys a little look at Bitcoin, what it's been doing in the past day, 24-hour period. And you can see that it has it's been trying to gain some height, dropping back down and it's trying to climb up again. It's just about in this area. So it's going to demonstrate this type of movement. It looks good, and I'll tell you why. Because it's starting to show the what I call the teeth, and the teeth is basically it's what I call a sense of resistance. And so that's always a good thing when it starts that up and down, and it starts moving along up and down, and it has like another chance for it to start climbing again. The climb is quite hard to determine, when that would occur. But if you can see here where it's down again at, you can see that this down period doesn't seem to be too long lived. Um, so there's nothing out of the ordinary in terms of what Bitcoin is doing right now and what the market is experiencing. You can see it here that it's occurred before, and this is practically, it's really nothing out of the that shouldn't be expected. You can look here. We're in the 1 year chart view, and you can really, when you look at things like that, you can see basically, like, listen, even if Bitcoin went down lower to here, it's not out of the realm of expectation, not at all. It's just one of those. It's just another development. It's expected. I would expect it to come down here. There's no reason for it not to come down here. So, the attitude that many people have that they're panicking is you guys are not near anything that's panic mode in any sense of the word. The reality is just simply that the Bitcoin is going through what I deem as typical life cycle, and it's just in the down period right now. Like I said, our students in our program don't have any worries. This is a wonderful time to be graduating from our 5-month program. It is a wonderful time for all of our members who have graduated, because they're earning Bitcoin and whatever other coins as soon as it's realized, and so they're really cleaning up house right now. So you can see that any volume right now is really people in our program. We're keeping the market capitalization registering there, because our people are always earning their coins, the Bitcoins, and this is the main purchases that are going on, and they ever increase in our program over time. So so that's not an issue, and we don't see any problems here. We just see good things. Okay, so let's get into our views for today. I did get to finish the well, it's always a work in progress, but I did get to work on the on our graph. Let's see if I can pull that out here. If it's still here to be. Yeah, this is a text file. We can take that, and the text files here. I don't see the other one. So let me just look in this should be in desktop, by the way, desktop. Where's that other one? Okay, okay. Okay, we had finished the the new graphs spreadsheet so that we can examine that in this examine that today. If you want to know what the parameters for our case study was, please go to the previous case study streams to get that detail. Basically, this case study, and remember, we're not giving any investment advice. This is a totally virtual case study. There are no funds being put in play. These coins had no proper research done on them. The only validity to these coins that were chosen are mainly the patterns that they displayed that would qualify them as day trading candidates, which basically meant an up and down every day. We also discovered that most of the coins going up and down every day did so within a 30% up or 30% down range. And that made us also adjust our daily income expectations. So we wanted to have this case study produce $100 per day, but we also only invested $20. So that gave us not enough of an investment to realize the $100 a day. But we also wanted to grow the investment, so we need to grow it basically to $300 before we can start realizing $100 days, because of the 30% nature or characteristic or pattern that we started to notice. All right, so, and the other factors are written there. We are not promoting these coins. We have nothing. This is just an exercise. It is a game that we're playing, and for you to get the maximum benefit from this, you should follow along and make your own decisions, following along what we're doing. Simply, my pattern is to take out as long at this point, since we're in a growing phase and not the $100 a day phase. What we're going to be is just as a coin realizes 30%, we are going to take out our profit and call it a day, and go back in when it goes back down again. So that's basically what we're doing. So the 4 coins now has our Dollar Online, Rabbit Coin, Royalties Coin, and Zeta Micron Coin, which we added just about yesterday, I believe, because it started to show some good movement after a long week of doldrums. The Rabbit Coin still in this doldrum, as of yesterday, and we're going to check it right now. And we had some action on Dollar Online Coin. We already realized profits with royalties, and we've realized profits with the Zeta Micron on the first day. So let's go into what they're doing today. So let's hit our first panel views. And we're doing this. This has nothing to do, what you're seeing has nothing to do with our program. Our program for Bitcoin wealth, crypto wealth, and precious metals wealth has nothing to do with day trading. We're doing this as an educational exercise only. Some of our members are interested in day trading. So again, we're doing this for whatever education can be gleaned for our members who are into it already. For those who are thinking about it, and they think about it because they don't have any of their own money at risk, so it doesn't matter. And but we always do remind you all to never put all your money in play. Put it only a small percentage, and we discussed that inside the members area. how much of your portfolio you can put it into day trading, and that's about it. Our members don't have to worry about risking money because they're always making more money in our program. So it's like having the Monopoly game. You know, you're getting the 200 every time you pass go. So it's something like that. Uh, Income is always being produced in our program for our and by our members. So that's not a problem for them. Rabbit Coin, as you see, was in quite of a doldrum here, very extensive, lasting quite a number of days. But it looks like that it started to gain life yesterday, I believe, that this was starting to display, was it? Yeah, we started, well, it may have started yesterday. I'm not sure. I don't remember now, but if it did, we didn't. We're just waiting for it to realize a 30% increase. Right now, the way it's looking in the 7-day, the way it's looking, it's starting to move upward. And I'll try to bring that higher for you. Right here is trying to move a little upward here, gaining just about, what was that? It's just about 13, what I call 13 points up. So we're hoping, and this was within what time period? It's 7:59 to 15. So we're looking at a period about 6-7 hours, 7 or 8 hours actually. It's going to be 8 hours. It's 8 hours. So in the period of 8 hours, we have a 13-point movement to the positive. And so we're still waiting on. Let's look at what we've done with Bitcoin. And where is that? With the Rabbit Coin, not Bitcoin, sorry. Rabbit Coin, as you know, we brought in with $5. We divided up the 20 into the 4 coins, as you see. The $5 here with Rabbit Coin, so you guys can see it clearly. Rabbit Coin, and then that we brought in at a price of 84.10, as you can see here. And that got us about 594,530 coins. And so we have not been able to sell. We've only brought in, so our money is still out there in play at 84.10. As you can see, that remind yourselves that the level here is only now reaching just above where we first got into it. So it's at 85 right now, and we got into it at 84.10. Right, so you know, it had gone down from where we had gone into it, and now it's past it just slightly. So again, the watch begins here with Rabbit Coin, and who knows, it might come back up here. We'll look to see if it can get back up here at all, which would be wonderful if it can regain some of its prior heights, and that would be good. Here we got royalties on this side, which is our next coin to consider for today. Last 7-day view. Again, these are general views. I can go and look at the daily, the day view on one of the other charts, but it's really not necessary for our purposes right now. As we were noting before, the royalties had flatlined as well after we had some initial profit with them, and now they're still at 67.54. They're marking it as a downtrend. And when did we get into this? This is royalties right below here. So at royalties here, as you can see, we got in at 5, and that was at 75.47, as you can see, and we sold all of it when it reached the 100,000 mark here, and we realized a profit of $1.63. Again, very slightly very close to the third percentile that we started to identify. We bought in again. We 100% buy-in, taking the previous investment and adding the gain at when it hit 76.96, went back down. As you can see here, and then we had a lot more coins then, and we've been waiting ever since. So that was 76.96, and royalties right now is at a little is lower at 67.54. Now let me just make a little check. Right, so I have to fix up the numbers a bit because they're really not showing. It's not showing the right numbers that it was invested in. Because you say, well, the number you have is a great profit right now. It's really not when we got into that, folks. So that's not right there. I'm going to check on that, but I'm pretty sure this is not correct. And so I'll just make another look see. If not, we're realizing great profits here. Okay, let's go into the next scope. This is because I made this chart later on, so now I have to go back and check out numbers again, especially for that $1 online. Here we're using coin checkups really for these panels. And Dollar Online is the one that we want to look at. And Zeta, I believe, is above here, if I'm not mistaken. No, Zeta. Did we look at Zeta already? We're supposed to look at it at the previous panel. We'll go back there. Okay, so we see that Dollar Online is showing an upwards trend here, right here, and that's showing a price of 1 cent 60. Now, 1 cent 60. So this is which coin is this? This is Dollar Online. Dollar Online is at 1 cent 60. So you see our last investment we brought in at Dollar Online has been very good to us, by the way. We brought in at 5 at a penny 8. You can see that we sold out 100% when it reached 26. It was at least a 30 to 35% increase, and we then sold out. We made a profit of $2.22 with that, and then we invested again 100%. This time it was we were brought in here, sorry, at 13.4, a penny 3, and then we sold out again at 0.2 cents. So we made we made 356 that time. 356. So the total profit, as you can see, from the original $5 on Dollar Online, we have doubled it and had some change. Right now, we are not vested in Dollar Online. We're waiting for we actually was waiting for the downturn, which was occurring yesterday, and it did go through, but it already started to go up. Let me check on. It started to go up, and I don't want to put it in now because the previous peak, I'm sorry, it's not that much far away from where it's at now, so I'm going to sit and wait. Sit and wait until we have it goes back down, if it does. So we have to sit and wait on that one. I'm not going to go in when it's in going up, like many people do. They go in now, and you just don't know how high that's going to come up. So I'm in this market with Bitcoin pushing down from the top. I'm not going to ride the upswings on anything. Now we're coming back to the first set just to check up on. I believe the Zeta Micron is here. I don't think we looked at it when we first started here. So. Here's the Zeta Micron. Let's get the 7-day. Get rid of the market cap. So here we can see this is Monday. Yesterday it was at a high. Let's look at where we're vested in this. The Zeta Micron coin is we are not in it right now. We had put in 5 at 67, and then we sold when it reached the next highest whole number here, the 1 you see, and we realized it was at least a 30% profit there. So we made the 240, and now we're waiting to buy in with the 740. And now this is Zeta Micron. So let's see what the previous we brought in at 67, and right now it's pretty much where we brought in the first time, and so we're going to buy in right now. We're going to buy in right now. So let's put in the price here. We're going to buy in at one, two, three, 4, then 6, 7, 9, 0. So we're buying in at 6790. And that's going to get us. We're buying in with the added profits from the previous investment. Now we have $7.40. So we invested now into this, and then now we have 108,963 or 4 coins of Zeta Micron. And so now we will wait. What we're waiting is for, you can see what we're looking at. It's very clear and obvious. You see, we're at that level, and nothing's to say it won't collapse below. It could. I don't think we had one of those happen to us. I think one of the other coins did do that slightly. And so you know, this can always happen. And that's part of the volatility of this market. The pattern simply suggests that, you know, even if it goes down a little bit more, it's it wants to come back up. And so these are the times where we just make our profits, and that's about it. This peak was a little less. Um, so, this could be the pressure from Bitcoin, reducing the previous pattern highs here, or it could just be a resistance where, and I call it a resistance, where you have the attempt to go up, it wants to go up, and this may have been an attempt to go up, and it established a newer high than this little peak here. So it's two ways to look at this. It's either this peak is a smaller version of the high peaks here, or it's a taller version of the smaller peak here. So it just depends on, it could be either or, and for that reasoning, anything can happen now after this. The three things can happen. Obviously, it can always go down. This thing can draw out a little bit more sideways movement, and then it can create a smaller peak, or it can go into a high peak like this, with some more sideways movement, at least like this. This is one full day of flatlining, and that could be happening with this today. May have a whole full day of flatlining before it tries to do something, and it'll either go down, or it'll do a small peak or a large peak, which would then make this really a larger peak than this one, which is interesting. It would create an interesting scenario, at least in my book, because then I'm thinking that you're going to have a big upswing from that coming up later. Okay, that's hopeful wishing, thinking, and just so is the game. Alright, so we've done that. We've gone through our coins today. So we'll be heading back to check things out in a few hours. So check back with us. In the meantime, remember to look into our program. Our program is not what you just saw. What you just saw is simply a case study. We're doing that for fun, for education. We've been learning a lot of things. Yesterday we were getting through these decimal things, so we're going to do some more of that, because we really have to get proficient at identifying these numbers and knowing what they represent, what they mean, and how to express what they are, to get familiar. Because if you're into altcoins, this is your language. You need to learn this. This is the math that you need to really get under your belt. So we're going to spend a little more time, and I hope everyone appreciates what we're doing in terms of taking like babies, and all of us together taking baby steps here and there, trying to assimilate the language of cryptocurrency, as well as get the general ambiance of this volatile market, and through that, though, we gain a dominant understanding and a dominant position in regards to cryptocurrency, and that can only help when you're holding a strong hand, which is what our members have, with no risk, yet we have a very strong position within the marketplace. So we thank you once again. Take advantage of this. It won't last forever. Let's get your name on the wheels tonight, and let's give away some year worth of memberships, basic, premium. Oh, the mine. It's the mine. Take care. Take care.